Hi family, I'm Stephanie Wade. I'm Habasia. How you doing today? I decided to get dressed up for you guys again and say hello. Just checking in with you guys and just touch on a few subjects that's pressing on my mind after watching myself a few YouTube videos and listening to the stories of the other YouTubers who are storytellers. You know, we're all storytellers. I consider myself a Creole griotist because my ancestors were African griots. My grandmother even has a name, Cora, and they came straight out of Gambia, Senegal, Mali area, you know, and the people in that area played chorus, kept up with the histories of everyone, including the chiefs and everybody. And when they were taken to this land in chains, they were forced not to speak their languages. So they were just so intuitive and geniuses that they named their children their surname, Cora. All Coras are related. Henceforth, my grandmother's name took me to the Gambia. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you see what I'm wearing today, straight out of Ghana. And this came from Houston, made probably by the people from Kenya, the Maasai. These earrings, straight out of the Gambia. My friend Cesar, her and her sister, actually makes this jewelry and sells it in the Gambia. So anyway, guys, I always like to let you see what I'm wearing. So anyway, guys, I've been doing lots of things lately. Some of it is just contemplating my exodus movement of the people, job people, or whatever name you call the creator. I agree with that sentiment so much. Exodus, movement of the people. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about exactly when I got on this video, but I'm so happy that as I speak, the ancestors are just leading me to say what I say. So anyway, it is an exodus. I'm superstitious, so I'm not going to tell you each thing that I do because I'm so afraid that something may happen to hold me back. I'm not going to say it's any specific group of people or whatever holding me back, but situations can certainly hold you back. So I will not even tell you any specifics until I'm already on my way. You know, that's when you guys will know. I'm not going to say anything about getting any tickets. I'm not going to say anything about going anywhere. You know, I'll just tell you in generalities. As for today, most of the African countries are accepting people, but it's complicated. You have to take a COVID test, minimal 72 hours before boarding. You know, the maximum anyway, 72 hours of boarding. There can be less time, of course, they'll be fine with that, but no more than 72 hours before boarding. You have to take the test and have a negative result. So you have to kind of hold your breath until you go and take your test. And then according to if your test is negative, and I sure hope mine will be, that would determine if you can keep your plans and get on a plane, or simply have to change your travel date and try again later, you know, to get a negative result the next time. You know, if you don't get sick in the meantime or whatever, you know, that you have to just wait till it comes up negative. And once you get there, depending on the place, some places you still might have to quarantine, and some places you take another test at the airport, and within 30 minutes they'll let you know if it's negative. If it's negative, then you can go without being quarantined, and if it's positive, they like give you over to their health people, and I don't know what happens after that. I think you go into quarantine at your own expense. I mean, it could get rather costly. So anyways, I'm still visualizing myself going to the Gambia, but I'm not saying any specifics on my time frame, other than hopefully before the end of the year I'll be making a video over there and say, I made it, y'all, I made it. And that would strictly be because the ancestors had my back. You know, the ancestors had my back, that everything went according to plan and that I could go. Because I can remember before COVID happened, I already had my ticket, I already had my malaria pills, I've already taken my typhoid medication. And then COVID happened before I could get on the plane, and everything was in limbo. You couldn't fly anywhere. You had to be in social distancing and all that. You had to isolate inside of your house. For a while, you couldn't even go to the grocery store. You had to order stuff online. So much has happened in the meantime. So at least I found out that you could get your ticket frozen and then release your ticket later. If you change from one country to another country, they have to get it approved by their higher ups. And if their higher up says okay, then you can use that amount that was on your ticket, the money you paid on your ticket, to apply to the trip that you then want. And if it's any difference, you have to pay the difference. I can tell y'all that much. So then after that difference, you still have to turn around and wait until the date and keep checking with that country to make sure that you have everything you need to get there. So if you're planning to go anywhere, I can tell you minimally have your passport ready, have your money ready or your credit card ready to buy your ticket, and check on all the visa requirements that you need. Some places have visa on arrival and some don't. So if they have visa on arrival, make sure you have your money to pay for your visa when you get there. Find out if they accept U.S. currency or whatever currency you have, and just make sure you got that, you know, because that's what they're accepting at the airport, U.S. dollars that I knows of. And maybe if you're from Europe, they might be taking euros, but I'm not sure. All I can talk about is U.S. stuff. But anyways, I've been seeing lots of videos and people claiming things about these DNA tests that, to my knowledge, guys, I haven't found that to be anything that I know about. Maybe they updated it since when I took the test, because I've taken several tests, and my test has narrowed it down to just say, okay, the Tikar people of Cameroon. You match DNA with the people that's now living in Cameroon. Okay, fine. And that we know is not 100% true, even if they're tracing it maternally, because you still have the ancestry of all of your ancestors. It just depends on which part of their genetics, that code that they're passing down to you. But it's all your female ancestors all the way back on your maternal side, you know, not just one of them. If it would have been so simple, you know. But anyways, I've done lots of DNA tests. Yes, the majority of my DNA is Nigerian. But because of the enslavement of my people for 300 to 400 years, I also have DNA sharing with the people in Sierra Leone, Liberia, the Gambia, Senegal, Mali, some parts of East Africa, which is minimal on that. About 1.5% of the indigenous, aka American Indians here. And I have, like I said, the majority is Nigerian. I have Ghanaian also. But anyway, guys, none of the DNA tests I know of says if your ancestors left here as kings or queens or whatever, and so you come back as a king or queen. I don't know about that. All I know is the majority of anybody worldwide is everybody else. The elites, whether they be kings, queens, chiefs, princesses, queens, whatever, they're at the top of the caste system, and everybody else under them, you know. So it is no way possible that everybody here came from any kings and queens, and that's okay. Being from everybody else is definitely okay. That's the majority, period. So anyways, I did become a chief in Ghana, but that was because I had done philanthropy there, and the elders in the community decided that they wanted to say thank you by installing me in their community. And I was the number 3 Osafo company. So I accepted that. But it wasn't because somebody did anything for me and said, oh, it was because of your ancestors or anything. It was strictly because of good works. And I surely did not do it for any titles. I personally don't encourage the caste system where nobody can go from one part of the caste to another level. I sure hope and pray that when I do get to go to the motherland, I can help some people. You know, you can't help everybody, but I could help some people, even just through motivation, to get to the next level because of their talent. It's so many talented people. It's just they don't know their worth. I'm definitely going to read this book, The Caste System, The Origins of Our Discontent by Isabel Wilkerson. Even if I have to finish reading it on the plane and when I first get to the Gambia, because it's something that actually is practiced not just in the United States, but worldwide. And that elitist behavior is just something that is causing a lot of ills in this world, to me. And not just to me, to a lot of people. But all I can say is, guys, let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. Let me know. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do like, share. As I get more followers, I'll do live streams where you'll be able to call in and make comments. But you know, you got to go according to the requirements of whatever social media thing that you're messing with, whatever they do. And for YouTube, You have to have more subscribers than I have to be trying to do any lives. So you get me doing this, talking to you, and hoping that you hear me, y'all. And I wanted to show y'all guys something. Can't tell you when I'm going, but I can tell you, if the Most High say the same, I'll be wearing these Nat Turners when I go on the plane to the Motherland, because I'll be feeling like I'm doing my part of the revolt to get the heck out of Dodge while I can in one piece. I like the way I feel when I'm in the Motherland. I feel like I'm part of the majority, and no, I don't feel like I get it treated as a other. I might get treated as an elite over there, but it's only because when I'm there, I bring my money with me. And that happens in the United States too. I don't believe in going anywhere without having my own money, because depending on somebody else can be a big disappointment. You don't know how much money somebody have that you decide to go visit. So you should always have money, even if it's just to help out with the food. But when I go back to the Motherland, I have land. I want to see my land, get my land fenced in, get the architect to design my little round house, and then come back and get all the stuff together so I can go back and get that house built. I would love to just see them building my house and recording the process and sharing it with you guys. But anyway, guys, let me know how y'all are doing all this social distancing. Don't forget, when you're in public, to wear your face mask. You don't want to get into no mess with nobody. Wash your hands with soap and water as much as possible. Use hand sanitizer when that's not possible. Keep social distancing. Keep praying that this COVID will pass over us. And I also hope there is no forced vaccine, because I got a feeling that it would actually be a placebo with a lot of sterilization products in it. But I couldn't swear to it because I don't know. But everybody that's expert right now is saying you got to be very careful testing that before you test it on human beings, that there's no quick fix to any of that. So I would prefer to just keep my immune system up. I try my best to eat as healthy as possible. I try my best to use everything that helps build up your immune system, like ginger, garlic, turmeric, and lots of other things. You just have to research it and see. Stay well hydrated. And the main thing, I guess, is just social distancing. Don't be a party animal. Because I know my family is planning parties now, and I'm not planning on going to any parties until I get back. You know, I don't want to take any chances of being exposed to anything to make me positive before I go anywhere. But anyway, guys, know that we all are important in the Creator's eyes. We're made in the image of our creators. Our number one creators that you could see and touch, even if it's just touching yourself, it's your parents. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. And we look just like them. And we have to respect them, that we can see and touch and know that, yeah, you can look at a picture and look at yourself in a mirror and know that, yeah, I look like this guy. yeah, I look like this woman, you know, that they created me. I look 50% of them, you know. To me, that's such an exhilarating feeling to appreciate your creators, you know. And it's fine for all the other spiritualities everybody has, with unknown, unseen, whatevers. But you know definitely who made you. Even if you was adopted, same difference. You looking at mirror and you see them when you see you. Even if you never physically see them, you physically see them. You carry the DNA. Your DNA is your contact with your ancestors. It tells the whole story of you. That's what I like about DNA tests. You know, it says, okay, they started off in this country and they ended up in this country, and that's why you're here. I mean, they even so specific, they down to timelines now. But anyway, guys, enough of that. I'll let you go. I'm gonna go and eat me some okra leftovers. Y'all know I love me some okra. And I sure hope you guys go and eat something good and healthy. And like I said, get back to me in the comments and let me know what subject you would like for me to talk about next time, while I'm counting down to this movement of the people exodus out of here from the U.S. to the Gambia. You know, let me know if you got an exodus plan. In the meantime, guys, I love you. I'm trying to keep cool around here. Stay blessed. I love you all. And I'm out, y'all. Bye.